exclusive. We out.
On the DOUGHBOY TV.
Already.
Get that back right now. I pulled up with about 3 bitches. Might have been 4, might have been 5. I ain't worried about shit but my riches. I'ma get that back right now. Gonna get that back right now. I pulled up with about 3 bitches. Might have been 4, might have been 5. I ain't worried about shit but my riches. I'ma get that back right now.
Hey everybody, SAUNCERAY LINDAE of DTV coming to you with another exclusive, and today we are all about fashion. We all want to keep you in know-how of what we're doing, and I have something like a legend here with us today. Please introduce yourselves to everybody who's watching.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Smiley Jonez from Burning the Tops.
So lovely to thank you for having us. Now I know today we are here for a fashion show extravaganza later tonight, but how did you get started in the fashion world? Did Philly influence you at all?
Philly and Jimi Hendrix. My brother Saeed Muhammad, he's the actual seamstress.
Okay.
The whole brand. I picture my ideas. My other brother Kenneth Jackson pictures of my ideas. But majority of the time, he come at us, he be like, yo, I got 20 new pieces for you. They run with it, and we just go put on the show. So I can go put on the show city. I can go put on the show city to city, state to state. At the same time, picture my ideas back home, and we just keep it moving from city to city, state to state. That was the whole idea, to change the world through fashion, one needle and thread at a time, go from city to city.
Oh, I love it, I love it. Okay, so one thing that I love about all the pieces that I've seen is that it's really a fusion concept. Normally you hear people say don't mix patterns, so you want to keep it classy, but you guys are not afraid to test that boundary. Was that something that you felt there was no niche to fulfill that need and you wanted to fill it, or where did you draw the inspiration to choose those fabrics?
Well, the inspiration ultimately came from Jimi Hendrix. And his just like rebel attitude towards fashion and music. Just breaking the rules. Like not following the rules, doing what you want to do, being yourself, thinking outside of the box. That was the overall goal. I told him that I wanted a clothing line that manifests just being you at the same time as outside of the box, but it still has that American look to it. So that's how we came up with Burning the Tops. We had a lot of different collections over the years. We had soccer collections. We had superhero collections for Captain America. We did a collection for Marvel. We got big dresses, couture collections. So we don't just do like streetwear. We do anything from kids wear all the way up to couture wear.
I love it. I did see some of the couture wear and I loved it. It was an all-white piece. It was phenomenal. Now, I feel like your clothing makes more of a statement. There was one piece in particular that I saw from the runway, and on the front of it, it had Mickey Mouse, and on the back, it was, I believe, the Marine seal that was on the back. What was the conflict that made you want to put those two together? What inspired that piece?
Well, when Saeed did the piece, he just, only way I can explain it is, I don't know if anybody familiar with the book Wacky Wednesday.
Okay.
Wacky Wednesday was a book that me, and I'm sure he grew up reading in all my classes. You know, Wacky Wednesday was a book about a kid that woke up and everything was upside down.
Okay.
So I told him everything got to be lopsided. It got to be upside down, like sweaters on this type of fabric, and then put fur on the shoulder pads, and then make a turtleneck. Some jackets got African textiles with Indian Hindi textiles. So we'll mix and marry the two in a way that no other designer has done it before. Only because we choosing to break the rules, and we just like being free with it. Everybody else is so conformed to like the norm of what's like they learned from school. And he wasn't taught from school, I wasn't taught from school. We just doing it for the love. Like, yo, I need you to make me a jacket with a book bag sewn into the back of it. And then the jacket with the book bag sewn into the back of it. All right, look, now I need you to make me a jacket that lights up. And the sleeves light up on this side. I want to be able to push the button right here and it light up. Then I got the jacket with the sleeve that light up. I say I want a hoodie that got headphones inside of it. With the headphones. So
Okay.
it's just like we're just trying to do everything that's left field from what's regular clothing to more some wearable art, wearable technology, fashion technology. Like the whole idea of changing the world through fashion.
I love that. Yes. So you said that you're inspired by Jimmy. Now, he was a phenomenal performer. When you're on stage and you're performing your songs, does that also, do you feel like you channel a little bit of Jimmy and that your inner personality is not just shining through your clothes, but your own natural light?
That's another conversation.
I mean, I definitely see that inspiration. He definitely likes to play with everything, not just his music, with his clothes, and just a natural spirit. So, since we are in fashion, who's one person, if you could dress them, that's your number one, like they call right now, you're ready to put them in clothes?
Like, see, when you ask me that, I'm ready to put everybody in clothes. I got a warehouse full of clothes.
Oh, nice.
One of a kind pieces. Every piece is a one of a kind. So we could put anybody in clothes, but like who I'm targeting right now?
Yes, who's your number one?
My number one target right now is Kanye West.
Ooh, okay.
Swiss Beats.
I like it. Nice.
I want to say Jay-Z.
Okay.
I want to say Jay-Z. Only because, see, the reason why I'm saying these names is because I know that these particular people influence the fashion.
Okay.
They influence ideas of what is the next trend-setting, you know what I mean, thing. So I know that if I can accomplish styling them and they accept, you know what I mean, what I'm bringing to the table, pretty much, you know, anybody can accept it. So
I think that's solid.
That's my top target right now.
I like that a lot. So who's your favorite that you've styled thus far?
I can't lie, yes.
Okay.
Yes, from Empire. Yeah, he's cool, he be chilling.
I think that's a good pick. I like that one.
Slab from like that.
Okay.
Definitely, that's my main man. See, some people I've developed relationships with.
Okay.
CeeLo Green, definitely Shani, his wife.
Nice.
It's like all of these people I've developed relationships with. I know that if I call them, they told me. I know if I call them, and you know, they're gonna pick up the phone. So I reciprocate styling them, giving them clothing, like yo, here goes something to throw on. You know, what I mean, next video shoot, whatever you doing, whatever you got coming up, or whatever. Because it's all about reciprocation in the industry.
Yeah, it is. You wash the one hand and wash your bag. I love that you have that. So, like, now, is that because you've grown in this industry, is that where the Hollywood came from? Where'd you get the middle name
No,
from?
that came from this guy coming out to Cali. And when I went out to Cali, everybody started calling me Hollywood. But this boy, y'all started calling me Hollywood. Like, you, man, you gotta change your name to Hollywood.
Okay.
And then I started doing a little bit of acting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got into the acting and all that, then it kind of became official. Certain people started calling me Hollywood here and there, like they saw my person. It was like, yo, what's up, Hollywood? I was like, yo, you know I'm just like playing. What's up, Hollywood? Like my name is like Smiley or Bernie. Like you don't gotta call me Hollywood. It's just like a quote unquote, like letting people know, like if you like come at me with sideways business, then I'm gonna act Hollywood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like don't come unless you ain't talking about no business.
I like that. So before you got into the business, everybody has a humble beginning. What was it like for you growing up in Philly? Were you into the Will Smith craze? Was he like your idol? Made you feel like you can make it out? Cause he did. Strong black brother coming up in the ways.
Will Smith was one of my idols growing up, watching
Fridays.
The whole thing with the plateau, summertime, all that. That was all our anthem growing up. Philly was Philly. But what I learned about Philly is that it puts something inside of you that just makes you want to just grind so hard to you just got pride in you, you just got something to prove. So I've always had that. Everybody in Philly is very, very competitive. They call it the city of brotherly love, but it's really not. You gotta read through all of the drama to find those brothers that really feel like that. But all in all, Philly is dope. It's a dope city.
So when you go back to Philly and you see the youngsters and they remind you of the younger you, what do you tell them to inspire them to follow their dreams like you have?
Well, the main thing I tell them is that they can accomplish anything. As long as they put their mind to it, they just gotta keep going. It's not a direction. So you want to do something, start. Don't stop until you actually reach that goal. Eventually reach some type of success. It may not be the magnitude of being a famous superstar or whatever it is. Because I didn't expect to be where I'm at. Just generic habits where everybody started taking my life to the ground. It was only me liking it at first. When I first started, they called me Mr. Brown.
Really?
I was wearing the clothes because everything was real colorful when we first started. It was we used all the patterns. That's the only way to describe it. We used every pattern. It was an outfit. One time they had 20 different patterns on it. He was like, yo, bro, you just loud. But it was all pieces that I was doing it because I knew that the conversation had to be had.
Right. Okay.
And the only way to create the conversation was to put the clothes on. So as I'm going to these events, and I was utilizing a lot of the relationships that I had to be able to go to the events and network with certain people. I just kept networking. But that's what I tell kids, you gotta be able to network, you gotta be able to talk to people, you gotta get out there and shake hands. You're not gonna become whatever it is you're trying to become by way of staying stagnant and staying in one place. Complacency. You gotta keep moving.
Always keep it moving. Now, speaking of moving forward, congratulations on New York Fashion Week. So what was that like, being amongst all of those designers? Somebody, it's like you said, you didn't see yourself getting there. So now to see yourself in hindsight, it's over, you're out of the hoorah, and now you're like, dang, we did that?
That's the crazy, when I think about it, I'll be like, yo, I can't really believe that I'm doing all of these, New York Fashion Week, high end, not no. I started out doing high schools in 2014.
Okay.
2017. That's what I tell people all the time. My first show, I donated it to high schools. I just kept doing high school shows every 6 months, and the kids was going crazy over it. And I would have never thought from the shows. Matter of fact, I need to do a high school show.
Look at that! Bringing it back to the high schools. I love it. I love it.
So now that I'm thinking about it, because that was the beginning of what gave me my traction.
Go back to your roots.
Yeah, that was the beginning. But yeah, I started out at George Washington High School in Philadelphia. I did it there 2 years in a row, and then I did one in Brooklyn, in New York. When I was doing that, I was rotating for a year. And then I went to Vegas. After I went to Vegas, that's when I came back and I did my first big show, which was at the Pyramid Club. And fashion icon Jonez just grabbed me and was like, the jackets are amazing. I don't care what anybody say, you're number one in the world. And Jonez is major. Anybody know, if you look up Jonez, you'll find out who Jonez is.
Was that the moment that you knew, okay, we're on to something?
Well, the moment that I knew we was on to something was when I went to Vegas. And I was standing there with the jacket on. It was 20, this was, early 2009. We had went to Vegas for like the Magic Trade Show, and my brother had some jeans on that had studs on it, like the jeans he got on right now. They had studs all over, and this white Jewish guy walked up to us while we were standing in the line, getting ready to get in a taxi, and he was like, "You right there, you." And we turned around and was like, "Who the heck you talking to?" He was like, "You, my friend, you. I give you $1,000 for your jeans right now." I said, "Yo, I'm about to give you all the money that we just paid for our flight." I was like, "We made all our bread back, dog. Let's make this money right quick." That's when I was young.
Okay.
Well, not young, but like young in the fashion knowledge of like what the boy could say, like what he was actually wanting the jeans for. So he was like, "Nah, man, I get this boy these jeans. He take the jeans and go back to his country and sell the jeans for to the manufacturers. The next thing you know, they manufacture the jeans." Man, when he said, the interesting thing about it is, 2009, nobody was putting studs on jeans. If you look around now, everybody got studs on jeans.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And we've never dropped that collection.
Wow. So how do you feel when people draw inspiration from your custom piece? Do you take that?
Sometimes I do get kind of mad. I ain't gonna lie. Because I could tell somebody was like studying us. I could tell. There's no way that you wasn't. I could tell. I'll do a backlog of if I go to their IG, I could do but I can't. But if somebody bring them to my attention, I'll do a backlog and like scan on back to their page just to see if they was making collections like that before. If I see within the last 3 to 6 months they wasn't making anything like that, or even a year or two, or even like even they probably might have like got inspired like 2 years ago, like show me something that showed you something.
Right.
Man,
okay.
you copied, dog. Straight up. That's how I feel about it.
Well, they always say imitation is the best form of flattery. So it seems like you've been flattered, but let me tell you, your pieces cannot be duplicated. No one can combine.
They can't duplicate what we're doing, but they can duplicate the idea.
They can try. Those things are gorgeous. Okay. Like I've seen some pieces and I was like, I would never think to put that together, but it really looks wow. Like all the pieces that I've seen thus far, I am really into it. So coming back to the fashion show tonight, what are you most looking forward? So is this show something that's a traveling thing that you're doing?
This is Walk Fashion Show. I've been on that tour since I started doing the show, which was 2015. They found me online and they took a liking to the brand. They was like, "Yo, we want you on the tour. We're gonna take you city to city, state to state, and just like blow you up." So
nice.
We go city to city and we just put on different types of shows, different atmosphere, depending on whether it's like New York Fashion Week, we can take it up a notch. Atlanta sometimes they don't really have all the type of, the models that want to have the curvature models,
okay,
full size models. We don't discriminate. We put all models on the planet.
I love it. I think that's so important to show that representation, even in the models. So what's been your favorite city thus far on the tour? Yourself in Tokyo? Well, because when you think about fashion and the trends, they always start everything, and it just seems like you would fit in that realm.
Tokyo don't start everything.
But they are very fashion forward. Let's give them that. They're very, very, very much so fashion forward, and I feel like you fit in that realm. When I see all of the pieces, it just reminds me of something
Tokyo,
fresh,
Japan,
something new.
here we come, yo.
See that we have some collabs in Tokyo. Imagine what your fashion show will look like in Tokyo. Like, we're gonna keep you safe. We're gonna keep you safe when we go. So 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Oh, I like it. That is nice. I love it.
Front cover of GQ magazine, dog.
Remember, y'all heard it here first. So when it happens, Just remember, we gave you that. We gave them drops so you know exactly where it came from. So for everybody who wants to purchase all of your one-of-a-kind pieces, they want to see what you have. The ladies want to get, Christmas is coming, Valentine's Day. And you know people have to be fly for the new year and bring it in 2018 with all of the one-of-a-kind pieces. And let me tell you, if you are looking for something that's going to stop the show and make you the center of every attention that is in that room, you want to get on any type of magazine, you want anybody to take a photo of you wearing your clothes, is definitely going to get you into that room. Where can they buy those pieces?
They can go right to Burning Guitars on Instagram, and they can get it straight there now. I like to do like direct to consumer, so that way I know exactly what they want. And with knowing exactly what they want, there's no way they can complain and say, oh, this and that. So they dealing directly with the artists with the SOE.
I love
That's
it.
behind the brand. It's not a big corporate company that's hiding the scenes. You just want to send you something. No, you get to design your own design right with it. You say, I want a Michelin sleeve, we can give you a Michelin sleeve. However you want to create it. You want your name on the back, you got that. You want your kid's name on it, you can do that too.
I love it. Truly, truly, truly custom pieces. Now for all of you that are watching, we are not done yet. This is a day in the life of, we're going to give you the nitty gritty. We're going to bring you the fashion. We're going to bring you more of the man behind the brand. And not just him, his entire team. We're going to let you get the sneak peeks of what's on the runway so you can see what's hot. So make sure that you do follow up and keep watching, because we're going to keep bringing you the exclusives at DTV, which is what we always do. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Now you guys, stay tuned because we're just getting started. The party's just beginning and we have all the fashion for you. SAUNCERAY LINDAE, DTV, and we're out.
We here with DOUGHBOY TV, burning guitars, turn up America set. We in the building, we taking over. If you don't know, you already know. We like air, we everywhere. We got Smiley Jonez in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part. We taking over Atlanta, Miami, Florida, Dubai, wherever. I ain't gonna lie. Follow us. Burning guitars, America set music. It's a movement. DOUGHBOY, what up?
Smiley always come shut it down. Anytime Burning Guitars on the lineup, you already know. It's a seal of approval. Oh man, that's the stamp. That's the stamp. Yes, sir. Shouts out to DOUGHBOY.
Shout out freshest man right here in Atlanta, man. Look at it right now.
Right there.
Hottest in the game, man. Burning guitars.
Smiley Jones, I'm back, nigga. Smiley times, record.
About to snatch your bitch.
Gotta get that back right now. I pulled up with about 3 bitches. Might have been foul. I ain't worried about shit but my riches. I'ma get that back right now. Gotta get that back right now. I pulled up with about 3 bitches. I ain't worried about shit but my riches. I'ma get that back right now. Get it. Gotta get that back right now.
Yes, you know me. I stay fresh, straight dripping on it out here. God damn it, out here. Got so much money, god damn, I lost count. Got your baby mama calling me. Why she run her mouth? I keep that bankroll on me. That's right, I keep that bankroll on me. Stay fly, cause I get it. Then I flip it.
get that back right